Westmoreland. Well, I also played baseball with you in the Westmoreland. Absolutely.
No, that's great. You mentioned that you were adopted. That one of your English teachers,
Yeah.
Combs, Mr.
No, Mr. Coach McCombs. The way it went down was Coach McCombs was my football coach, and when my mom passed away, I actually stayed with Coach for about 6 months. I actually lived in his house. You know, Coach was a young man. He was 22, 23 years old.
Wow.
You know, he was just, coming into his own. So he provided me with that guidance until, the legal ramifications took its course, and then my father, then James Wood, took legal custody of him, who was my English teacher then.
Right. That must have been a pretty trying time for you as a young man. You lost your mother.
Right.
You stayed with your coach.
Right. Actually, it was very challenging because I myself was a father.
Wow.
And then you take a kid from Belmont Avenue and Prince Street, and then Bradley Court, who had no guidance and had no direction and had no purpose, and now I'm washing dishes, and now I'm cutting grass. Well, I've never seen grass. So I'm coming from the projects where I've never seen grass, so now I'm cutting grass, and I have a curfew, and I have to be respectful, and I have to do things as a 15-year-old should be doing at that particular point in time. But, it changed my life. Those men saved my life, and I'm just paying them back. I'm paying it forward. I'm just giving back the same opportunities those men provided for me. I want to provide for these young men here in the city of Newark, present day.
What do you think what are your obstacles in terms of helping? If you have 60 men, I'm pretty sure if you could, you'd like to have 600 young men to mentor.
Well, I always say, and it's very, very disheartening for me that a lot of brothers don't get involved like they should. I mean, they read the newspapers like I do. They see this. They know the statistics like I know the statistics. We have, 39,000 students here in the city of Newark go to our public and charter schools. 82% can't read or write on grade level. Why is that not a concern for a lot of men? Why is it not an outcry for that? We should be marching for that. We should be fighting for better schools. We should be fighting for mentoring opportunity. We should be fighting for better opportunity for all our young men. I mean, for all of our students, not just our young men. So my biggest obstacle is trying to get more men involved, getting funding to run particular programs, because, even though nobody gets $1 here, a lot of people don't want to share that vision like I share that vision. A lot of people want to get paid. And, I don't claim to have all the answers. I don't claim to know, all of the issues and all of the problems. So I need to partner up with other organizations. I need to partner up with other people to help fight this battle that we're fighting, because we're losing. We're losing this battle, and particularly in the wars of the West and the wars of the South, we are losing. So we must get involved.
So you can kind of connect the two in terms of the not just this past week and a half, 2 weeks, but just in the last 10 years.
Same failing schools, same violence, no fathers in their homes, grandparents raising the kids. Just if you look at Westside High School then, and look at Shabazz High School, but we've kind of turned that around a little bit to our favor. You look at Weequahic High School, where there's a lot of violence in the schools, because these kids are angry, these kids are mad, they have no place to go, they have nobody to turn to. So us men in the community have to be that voice of reason. Us men in the community have to be the one to reach out to these young brothers and give them opportunities. I remember when we were playing baseball, we had the Ronnie Howards, you had the Howard brothers, you had the David Wrights, you had the Cowboy Kettles, you had all those people, you had the Dave McCombs, you had Project Pride, you had all these different activities, you had all these different things that we can do as kids that's been taken away from the kids of today.
Somebody, yourself, who's been out of the city, businessman, who's basically probably come across a lot of people that talk the talk in terms of, oh well, like do you see the help from those people? Or?
Well, I'm not going to say that that there are not a lot of good people out there doing great work, because there are. I always say that if 20% of the men from our era came back, you will see a completely different Newark. You'll see a completely different city. You will see more people getting involved. You'll see better schools. You'll see better attitude. You'll see more people getting involved in terms of supporting these kids.
You just touched on something. You said